the game underway. We've got 40 seconds to go. We're now good. So bringing the...
And of course we'll keep you updated with the other scores as well, of course, from the other court too, which we're going to just see on court number 2 of the other semi-finals. So it's a pretty hot day here at Waverley throughout the day. So
yeah, the weather is currently just on 30 degrees outside. So hopefully the temperature of the game will be as hot as well.
So we're about to get underway here, and of course the Cardinals are in black and the Bulldogs in red, and we're underway. And driving up the court here for the Bulldogs, they got their first tip on the game. And well, it's going to be an interesting contest because we're into the grand final in today's game. As goes up for 2 and bangs it home, and we'll count it. Or have we? Now, there'll be a conversation here at mid-court at the moment. Just trying to figure out here. 4.5 to go, it says on the scoreboard. Actually, and we might have to, whoa. Start again on that one. So just getting the scoreboard underway here. The Cardinals and the Bulldogs here in today's game. Will Taylor and Andrew Seabrook join us here on our Super League coverage here. It's finals time here on a Super Saturday here, and of course it's the Bulldogs and the Cardinals, of course, the winner to the grand final, which should be a little bit later on tonight on a Saturday night here. And at the moment, sitting at the score here at no score here. Of course, the other game is just underway, and at the moment it is the 2-0 lead so far in that game. And of course, the winner of that game on court number 2 will be playing right here in court number 1 a little bit later on. So 2 apiece in the early stages here, about 50 seconds gone. Of course, it has been played in 2-minute halves. We're just fixing up the scoreboard here at the Waverley Basketball Centre. Hopefully enjoying our coverage here wherever you are across Melbourne and Australia and around the world. So we're just getting things sorted here at the moment. Hopefully we'll get ourselves off 5 minutes on the clock. So we might have to do a restart of this game very shortly, and then we'll get ourselves set. As Andrew said before, both coaches have fantastic records in basketball in their playing days, because Leonard Copeland, of course, fantastic record. He had, of course, playing for, as everyone know, played for Australia, of course, playing for Melbourne. Of course, the head coach currently for one of the Big V teams at the moment. And of course, Jermaine Williams, of course, we know he has a great Big V history as well. So we've got the game underway here. And it is 2-0 here with 19:48 to go in this quarter. And it actually goes to the Cardinals Now let's see where the ball's going to this time. No, we're going to reset the shot clock at 20. Now, we're just going to wind it down. Now, the other game is still going at the moment, and it's 4-2 is the score there in the first semi-final. Over there, so they're just about 17 minutes gone 17 minutes to go in that game. We're just fixing up the scoreboard at this stage. It is, at the moment, seen at 2-0 to the Cardinals. As you can see on the scoreboard here. 9:42 remaining. So here we go. So as I said, Cardinals are in... I think they're in... Cardinals are in black at the moment, and red is the Bulldogs. So 2-0 score here as it swings it up now. Here's the 2 on the way. No good that time. They might get it back here. Here's the 2 on the way. No good. And it goes out of bounds there, but a great hustle play there by Marin, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs. And, well, unfortunately, just hasn't quite worked today, the good old scoreboard here at Waverley. So, looks like we've had a bit of score bench difficulties here at the start of this game. And, so quickly up the with how the other game's going. Just under 4.5 minutes gone in that game. 6-4 is the score between the two teams over there, of course. So that game's running a little smoothly than this one here at the moment. So we tick the clock down. It is 6.5 minutes. So 2-0 score. Cardinals in front here in the quarter. And we are back underway here with a team in red leading this game 2-0 after the basket. Here they come down the court here. Here's the miss there, and here they come now for the... And that's a foul's been called. So here comes the Cardinals, and they bake the Nets 2 points. And so it's currently sitting at 2 apiece. So 2 apiece is the score. Here's a chance here. No good now. Rebound by the Cardinals. And it's through Formosa. In ball we go. Here's the fadeaway. 2 on the way by Deng. No good. And out it goes. It'll still be a Cardinals ball on the baseline. So ball back into play here. Cardinals with the possession. Backing him down. He swings around forward, 2 on the way. No good. Rebound now. And here they come up the court here by the Bulldogs. Semi-finals action here. Here's the 2 on the way. Banks it home. So great starts here for the Bulldogs. And they lead 4-2. So the Cardinals now. With it now. They need to get some scoring motion here. Drives it in, fires the 2 on the way, misses that time. Rebound here. Great rebounding, and then put back here that time by Nobello. No good that time, and here comes the Bulldogs. Leading by 2. Drives it in, 2 on the way, no good that time. And here they come up the court here. So the Bulldogs with possession. They drive it in, swings it back out. Here's the 2 on the way, misses completely, and out it goes. So 4-2 is the score here in the early stage here. Hopefully enjoying our coverage wherever you are at the moment. And we've just 3 minutes elapsed, and it's 4-2 to the Bulldogs. Make that 4 apiece now. So the Cardinals bring it up now. It's actually a 6-2 lead at the moment as they bring it up here. So what can they do? Swings it out on the right, and it's out it goes. So 6-2 is the score in favour of the Bulldogs. Cardinals with it now. Drives it in now for Formosa, no good. Here comes the Bulldogs on the offensive rebound. They do just that. It is Jock with it now. Drives it into the basket and banks it home. There by Samuel, and there's a timeout's been called here. Timeout, and the Bulldogs are up and flying here at the Waverley Basketball Stadium. And it's an 8-2 lead, and Andrew Seabrook, I must say, the Bulldogs are on fire so far in the early stage of the first half.
Yeah, they are. Although the Cardinals did come up fairly slow last week, but then they managed to bring it home very heavily in the second half. So this is the sort of normal ebb and flow of this competition, that you do get quick runs, and then it comes back again the other way. So maintaining the consistency of it will be huge.
Absolutely, and well, it just elapsed in this game. 8-2 is the score, and of course it is a flat 20 minutes, and time does continue, including timeouts. Yeah, and well, if I was the Cardinals right now, I'd be a little concerned at the moment, because they need to get some scoring pressure here in the early stages here. As you can see on the scoreboard, it's an 8-2 lead in favour of the Cardinals. So the Bulldogs over to Cardinals, says he drives into the basket and banks it home. That's exactly what they needed. And that's a great drive there. So the Cardinals are just starting to get their mojo here. Here comes the Bulldogs now with the ball. Tong with it now, swings it inboard now. Here's the chance here for not driving to the basket, lost it. Here comes the Cardinals now. Here they come now. Here's Formosa, banks it home. So that's now they're starting to get a bit of their mojo back. It's 8-6 now to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs now through Thong. Bounce passes now, back out loud to the left. Here's O'Meara. Here's a three on the way, misses that time by Van Lemberg, and here comes the Cardinals now sprinting up the court here. This is Formosa. Drives it to the right. Here is Enfozit. Back and now. Goes wide to the left-hand side. He drives it in. Strong to the basket. No good. And then he tapped it out there. But the Cardinals starting to get their mojo, and especially that player on the court there in cross. So, no, actually, we've got a mystery number 8 out there for the Cardinals. So we might have to figure out that one there very shortly. But here comes the Bulldogs. Drives in the buzzer. Here is Wall. Lost it. Here now is the Cardinals. Just trying to level things up. Blocked there. Got it back now, Cardinals. Leaves him a wide open three. Misses off the backboard. And here they come now for the Bulldogs. This is Tong with it now. Tries it on the right. Lost the handles. But Bulldogs do regain it. Here's the two on the way. Misses. And it will be the Cardinals to bring it up now. Semi-final, cutthroat semi-final. Of course, the winner will progress to the grand final. Here's a three on the way, misses. And the Bulldogs were very wise to making sure that went out. 8-6 score, 12:58 remaining in the first half. Bulldogs with it now. Trying to find possession. Here's the three, goes for it this time. No good, way off. And out it goes. The big goes to the Cardinals.
And we have subs coming in for the Bulldogs. It's almost 5 for 5 on this particular case, yeah.
And the Cardinals did a little similar themselves. They've got two in and two out. Of course, they've the Cardinals are a little bit short, aren't they? They've only got 3 on the bench, and the Bulldogs have 5. So it'll be interesting how the energy goes in this game, and a bit of stamina. Here comes the Bulldogs though. On the other hand, here's Joel for 2 on the way. Foul's been called. Sess against the Cardinals. That's their first.
A lot of these guys looking to get use this as a springboard into college, just like a lot of the previous players that have been out through Super League. Of course, Deng, who who played here at Waverley, has just started with Baylor and
great college too.
Div 1, yeah. He's just played his first 3 games. They've had a successful start. They're 3-0 for the series. And whilst the girls don't play Super League, a number of the girls that have come through the similar program and coaching with Sedell Threat are doing rather well. So Renee Moshiski over at Idaho.
Yep, correct.
And Georgia Sturton at Gonzaga. Georgia won today. And
she did.
Yep.
Big game too.
And that was, now talking about leads, that was a huge lead for them. So they came out 17-2 in the first quarter.
Great effort by, of course, going over to Gonzaga, and of course, well-known school too, at Gonzaga.
24th, ranked 24th in amongst all the Div 1 colleges in the States at the moment. So in Georgia, getting good minutes there as the starting point guard. I think she got about 11 or 12 assists today, 5 points and 11, 12 assists, and looked at one stage like she wouldn't be playing too much. She got quite a bad knock there, but she was back on the court 5 minutes later.
Great warrior she is, Georgia Sturton. Of course, Renee's team had a good win too during the week too. But here comes the Bulldogs down the courts. Oh, great block there, and here they come. Here comes the Cardinals, and of course, we'll talk a bit about those two ladies in just a moment. As here they come now. Lost the handles there by the Cardinals, but couldn't keep it in there by the Bulldogs. And it's a 9-6 score, so a little concern here at the moment for the Cardinals, of course, making a lot of changes here. Copeland be a little worried about his team at the moment. Bounce pass in board. Bulldog script. Here they come down the other end. This is Trudalis with it now. Here's a 3 on the way. No good that time. So it's done the bottom 3s here in the early, in the middle part of this half. The Cardinals now. They can level it up here with a 3. Got it! There by... And that levels the scores at 9 apiece. Here's a 3 to respond, no good. And here comes the Cardinals. So, you mentioned before, Andrew, that the Cardinals are very slow starters, and they tell you what, they did exactly that in this game, and at the moment they've clawed it back in probably about 8 minutes.
Yeah, again, that's been the feature of this competition, that it does go in very quick passages of play, that suddenly one team will pile the points on, and
Bulldogs are starting to miss things too, and that's a turnover. Here comes the Cardinals now on a 1-on-3, and the foul's just been called against the Bulldogs. That's their second. And you just got a feeling that the Bulldogs are starting to front ring things now, which is not what they had at the start of the game. And they're just done, as I mentioned, front ring things and making some critical turnovers. Here's the Cardinals to respond back with a 3, no good. And the Bulldogs with another rebound. Here they come up the court here by the Bulldogs. Is Tong with it now. He drives it all the way to basket and swings around and banks it home. So that breaks a 7-0 run by the Cardinals. But the Cardinals want to respond. Here's a 3 on the way. Misses.
Good rebound there from the Bulldogs.
And that one there by Joyadis there for the Bulldogs. Running on that far side on the right-hand side is not, but he's just turned it over. Here comes Formosa, drives into the basket and banks it home off the glass.
So he's been very, very good for the Cardinals, young Mr. Formosa.
Absolutely, of course. He's playing in the point guard position at the moment. Here comes Nook. He goes for a 2 on the way. No good. Oh, great offensive rebound. Couldn't put it back in. They might just get it back here. Here's Nook again. He's been on fire, but he's missed it 2 off the glass. And here comes the Cardinals now, driving in the basket here. Here's a chance here, 2 on the way, and banks it home that time there by Dang. And the Cardinals have hit the lead, 13-11. Now, Bulldogs, can they respond? They can't. And here comes the Cardinals now through Nobilo. He drives, swings it back out. Here's a 2 on the way by Dang. And a rebound here by the Bulldogs with a long pass inboard, or just made in the nick of time. Great pass off here to Nook, who banks it home off the glass. So we're tied again at 13. 6.5 to go here. We're a little bit behind at the moment, but the game is in a fast pace at the moment, and banks it home with the rim very nicely there by Formosa. And I tell you what, he's going to be a major factor in this game, Andrew, as the game wars on. Here's and the drive to the basket, no good, but here's a pull out, 3 on the way, no good. And a chance here now. Bounce pass. Bulldogs with offensive rebound with a putback. Oh, misses that time too. And tell you what, Bulldogs haven't missed by much on those occasions. Here's Cardinals to make them pay for it. Dang, misses completely. But the Cardinals always pick up the offensive rebound and knocked it off the Bulldogs playing there, and out it goes. So the Bulldogs making some heap of changes at the moment, but Andrew, we're set for a very, very good semi-final.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they, you know, how the kids manage to rehydrate when they get off the court is going to be the important thing there for them.
So Cardinals by 5 with that 3-pointer just a moment ago. So Bulldogs need to respond. The Cardinals currently on a 16-5 run as the shot clock just went blown there, but Cardinals down the field, they're on fire at the moment. Here's the drive and banks it home there by Afosa, and the margin now is 7. It's 20-13. So the Bulldogs need to respond. Wall back in now on the right side. Here's the 2 on the way, no good. Almost tapped in play, out it goes. And I must say,
refs have called it off the Bulldogs.
It is, and
Bulldogs players not happy with that, but from here it looked like the Bulldogs player had actually got his foot on the line before he hit the ball into the Cardinals player.
I must say, we might have to figure out who number 8 is for the Bulldogs. He's not on our team sheet at the moment.
Could be Kadrick Nguyen. Yangi.
So we'll keep it on that one there. But here comes the Cardinals with 2 on the way. Banks it home. Great shot there. Of course, as you can hear in the background, that the other game is just finished at half time at the moment. 27-19 the score there. We'll keep you updated with that one. And of course, the winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the grand final a little bit later on. Bulldogs got a bit of work to do though in this game. Here's the 2 on the way, no good. Shot clock violation. They'll get it back here. Out it goes. Of course, it is a 14-second shot clock. Most people will be more used to the 24. Of course, 14 is the shot clock in at the Super League here. So here they come up the court here.
The other thing, of course, is that the refs are instructed to let a lot of action go as well.
And the foul's just been called here.
And only call the blatant fouls.
So that's the 3rd on the Bulldogs. They're already down by 9. And at the line is Winnie Afonsi. I'll get it right eventually.
Alphonse. Yeah,
Alphonse.
Winnie Alphonse.
He's played a good game so far.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Formosa.
Yeah.
He's missed both though at the line. And there's a travel on the backcourt. So that is an absolute Cardinal sin right there. Turning it over in your own backcourt. So the Bulldogs give the ball to the Cardinals now, and they're looking to extend this lead. Drive to the basket over 2 hands, no good there. And then a foul against the Cardinals. So that's the 3rd team foul for both teams with just under 2 minutes to go. So 2 minutes to go remaining. It's 22-13 favour of, and the foul's just been called. And it's assessed against the Cardinals. That's the 4th. Leading by 9. Ball back in play. Bulldogs need to get some scoring run here. Drives to the basket. Unlucky maybe not to get a trail for it. Here's a 2 on the way, no good. Rebound now. And here comes the Cardinals now there. After a very slow start, they've started to hit their straps at just the right time. Here's the 3 on the way, misses. And the rebound by the Cardinals, another offensive rebound. Brings it up now. Here's the 3 on the way. Up and under, no good. Rebound now, and here comes the Bulldogs through Samuel now. Samuel now drives into the basket. Try to find the play there in Ward, misses completely. The Cardinals bring it back and then turns it straight over their own front court, and here comes the Bulldogs on a 4-on-2 break. He'll drive to the basket instead and says, I've got this one, guys. And it's 22-15. Here's the 3 on the way to respond. Got it! Great play there by Nobilo. And it's a 10-point lead to the Cardinals. Just under a minute to go in the first half. Drives in with a fadeaway 2. Bakes it home there by Samuel there, who's had a great game so far, Samuel. Here's the chance here for the Cardinals to respond. Misses off the glass. Here's the chance here for the Bulldogs. They need to close this gap before half-time. Oh, and I think that's out. It is. Foot on the line. Out it goes. Of course, the second half is just underway in the other semi-finals. And it's 31-19 in that game. So we're about 27.8 seconds remaining of this game. Oh, not this game. This first half. And it's an 8-point advantage to the Cardinals, who have the ball. They've got one last play of this first half. Turns it up now. Here we go for a 2 on the way. No good. And the Bulldogs are turning over in their backcourt again. Here's the chance here for 2 on the way. No good by the Cardinals. And a chance here just to make sure they're not going to turn it over here. Tom bounce past it back out. They've got 5 seconds left. They're down at 3. Here's the 2 on the way. Blocked there, but a foul has been called with 1.4 seconds remaining, and that is team penalty now for the Cardinals. Very lucky there, the Bulldogs, because that was almost, I thought, a clean block. And at the line is Matthew Scaminal, who's had a great game so far for the Bulldogs. He's missed the first, though. Bit of a complicated curse, as usual. Second shot, banks it home. So 1 from 2 at the line. 25-18. Wonder what the Cardinals going to do. Here's a long shot from 3-quarter range and missed it. The distance was there, but not the accuracy. But so at halftime, it is 25-18 in favour of the Cardinals over the Bulldogs here. Hopefully enjoying our coverage here of the Super League second semi-final between the Cardinals and the Bulldogs, and you can see it is the Bulldogs trailing the Cardinals by 7.
And over on the other court, the score is 35-32.
22, I think.
22, sorry, yeah, 22. So we'll soon find out who's going to be playing on this court.
And, don't forget this that court over there is just slightly a little earlier. Of course, we've had a bit of difficulties on this court at the start, but I think it's more the fact we're just trying to get the scoreboard warmed up. But well, Cardinals starting off pretty slowly, but all of a sudden the Cardinals just like that just went bang, and they've had a 23-9 run to finish the half.
That's right, and they did that last week as well in their semi-final game as well. They were a good 10 points, 12 points down, and came back really solidly against Actually, it was against the Cowboys, so it wasn't even their semi-final game. It was the game before that that made them make the finals itself. But Corey Nobler, you saw him hit a 3. Watch for him, because he's got that ability to just simply sit out there on the outside, and if they don't give him the respect to get a hand up in his face, you'll see that happens on a regular basis. He'll just sink the threes one after another.
It's going to be interesting to see who. Now, obviously, you've seen the Super League from the get-go, Andrew. Who the teams that you've seen already, who are actually the favourites?
Well,
as we're about to get underway with the second half.
Probably the four that are on the courts at the moment.
So the Cardinals get off with a blistering start through Formosa to get us underway. So that's a good start. And then the Bulldogs almost respond straight away and missed that time. So as you mentioned here, and I tell you what, the Cardinals are just done on the way they finished the first half. It's 29-18 now. And if the Bulldogs are not careful here, they could be out in a matter of minutes. They got to get scoring. It's got to make some D here. And they turn it straight out. That's not the way that you want to do it. Down the other end here. Lows a 3. Misses that one by the Cardinals. And here's the Chelsea. Oh, tell you what. Is that Formosa? It is. And he is on fire. 32-18. Now, I tell you what, he's going to be the man to watch in the grand final if the Cardinals make it. The Bulldogs got something to say to that. And that is Scramble bakes it home. So 32-20. Cardinals in front. Now, this is Mobilo. Here's the chairs here for Formosa, who is on fire, Andrew.
Yeah, he's really taken the game by the scruff of the neck, hasn't he?
He certainly has, and he's just made a steal out of it.
Yeah.
Here's a chance here for the Cardinals. Left side, swings it back out to the right. Here's a chance here. That from Mostly again. No way. No way. He's just made another 3. And Andrew, I must say it is almost over right now.
It looks that way, doesn't it? But don't count out these other teams as well.
Correct. So the Bulldogs got a bit of work to do now. It is 38-20 at the moment. Here's the drive to the basket. Oh, misses there by Afonso. And always got it again. Missed it though, and the Bulldogs pick up the rebound and a travel in their backcourt. So, I know the Bulldogs are just starting to rush things now, hoping that it actually happens on the court. Formosa tried another 3, didn't work that time, and here comes the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to hit some 3s on themselves now. Here's a 3, nope, and the rebound here now, of course. The Bulldogs currently need to get some work done here. They've got a chance to come back. Here is Agency, but others no good. Rebound now by the Bulldogs, and here they come up the court here. They need to get some scoring here as they drive to the basket, no good. Rebound now for the Cardinals through Formosa. Yeah. Here's Dame for 3. Nope. And a chance here, and Nabella almost got the rebound, does that. Got it back though from Formosa, and Formosa just bombs another 3, no good. And you can hear Copley in the background there saying, just calm down a bit here. And the Bulldogs bake that home, will count the basket and the foul. And that's what the Bulldogs need, just to get themselves back in the game here. And at the line, it is, I think it might be Yankee, isn't it? Mystery number 8, where I was trying to stay a little bit before.
Yeah, I think it is.
And baits the bonus. 15 points in the rears. 38-23. Drives it up now. The Cardinals doing it very nicely. Here's the 3 on the way. Well, you can't stop that. It's 41-23 now. Second period coming up. And that's a no good shot at all. Andrew, I know that you're a coach, of course, in VJBL for Waverley. What would you be saying to you guys being down by 18 points at this stage of the game?
One of the things I listened to is a lot of other coaches giving advice to their teams, and there's one of the women's coaches from the States at Florida University. She talks to her team about winning 3 minutes at a time. So you just win the first 3 minutes, then the next 3, and so on. So, and that seems to me a really good approach. That at the moment you don't worry about what's on the score. You just say, okay, now the next 3. Our goal is we win the next 3 minutes.
Yep.
And that means we play good defense, we play good offense, and we just go from there. It's an offensive foul that's been picked up there. Big number 12 for that's Abby Knock, just getting into the back of his opponent.
Connell's in control. Here's a drive now for Nabila, no good. Here's a chance here now. Oh, here's Formosa. Can't let him off the hook. And here comes the Bulldogs. So they need to win at least, as you mentioned, the 3 minutes now between now to the 12-minute mark to go, and they haven't quite done that so far. And here they come now for the Cardinals. They're just blistering them at the moment. And out it goes.
And they're rushing the shots. So they need to use the 14 on the shot clock, kick it around, get a good shot up there. Not worry about a fast break.
So here comes the Cardinals now. Put cross. Gives it back to Nobilo. Here's a two on the way. And, missed it. I'll tell you what, it ran in and out, and very unlucky there.
We might just see if we can get that on a replay. No, we just missed that one, unfortunately.
Well, we'll try and get you some replays, especially in the finals as well a bit later on. And of course, the other game looked pretty over too. And that game's going. Cardinals count the basket and the foul. And great drive to the basket there by, I think that's Cross. It is. Actually, no, it's the number 8 again. Mystery number 8 for both teams today. Must be Metro, I think. I don't know. We'll figure that out as the game was on. It missed the bonus anyway. So it's Bulldogs finally drive to the basket, makes it home there by Omen, and it's back to 43 to 25. The Cardinals load a 3, no good. And here they come up the other end here. Drives it in, bounces pass, no good. Here comes the Bulldogs now. Oh, the Cardinals lost in their own backcourt, and then the foul's just been called, and no basket. Second foul on the Cardinals. And Andrew, we're looking at the scoreboard on the other game as well, and it's 49 to 28 with 7 minutes to go, so that game looks over too.
Certainly does.
Well, this game's still got about 5 minutes more than the other game, so, you know, it's not quite over yet. It's 18 points. Just Bulldogs just got to not rush their shots and make tough defense here. And not make that, of course. And count the basket and the foul there. And that is not what you want to see at the moment. So, 45 to 25. 45-25. 14 fouls now for the Bulldogs. And at the line, misses anyway, but another rebound by Formosa. Here's a 3. Got it! Great 3. And Andrew, at the moment, Cardinals cannot be stopped. At the moment, as they drive to the basket. Well, count the basket and the foul that time. And BK Tong says, well, I'm going to make sure that we got a 3-point play here. But Andrew, the way this game is going, the Cardinals cannot be stopped.
And the interesting thing is watching who steps up each game. Every game it's been a different person. There've been a few that have been steady all the way, and we'll see that, I think, in the next game. I'm assuming that that will get Remo Simovic playing.
Yep.
I think he's in the team that's up at the moment, and he's been very, very solid all the way through the competition. But then again, different days, different teams pull out the star. And today, last week it was Nobilo. This week it's Alphonse.
It is. And at the line at the moment, it is Dang at the line.
Formosa, sorry, not Alphonse.
Alphonse is pretty close though. He's got some great shots in the early part of the game. So the turnover here, Bulldogs, round one. He's played a pretty good game too. He's missed that time though. There by Omen down the other end here now. Here's the jump shot, 2 on the way, misses that time. And almost got the and it's a foul just been called. Who's this against? It's against the Bulldogs. That's foul number 6. That's the team bonus.
No, they've got one more to go.
Oh, they're playing with 7 fouls for the bonus. So here they come now. Drives it in. Lost the handles. Got it back. Here comes the Bulldogs. Here's a chance here for 2. No good. Break. Out it goes.
Great ball skills there from Matthew Scammell. Got that ball in the behind the back pass. And Scammel's back with the ball, gets it into the post. Post player swamped.
That's what Cardinals have been very good at. Swarming and double teaming and not leading the shot at all in their post play here. Here's the 2 on the way, bakes it at home there for the Cardinals by Cross. And that's the half century for the Cardinals. The lead by 22. The other game with 3.5 to go is a 26-point lead. Here's Scammell says, hey, hang on, let's talk a little bit about us now. It is 50-30. Drives it in for 2. No good. Rebound now. And Scammell with it now. Of course, I must say, he's been one of their best players, Scammell, for the Bulldogs in this game. Here's the 2 on the way. No good, though. Rebound. He puts the putback. Oh. It was a mix of, could have been a travel, but it also could have been a foul. So that one. And a foul's been called against the Cardinals. That's their 14th foul. And at the line is Charles Owen. He's had a good, reasonable game so far for the Bulldogs. He's bakes the first. The other game at the moment, 56-27 at the moment. And
so it's very clear winner one way or the other.
It is 2.5 to go in that game. And Andrew, I've got a feeling the winner of that game will be playing the winner of this one, which might be the Cardinals at the moment, unless the Bulldogs got something to say in the next 7.5 minutes.
Great bucket there from the Cardinals player. That was Oriem, I think, wasn't it?
It is, yep.
So we're not.
So it is. It is actually currently seen at 52-31 at the moment. And the foul's just been called here. So that's the 15th foul now for the Cardinals. Team bonus.
And we have a great crowd here tonight too. And what's really pleasing is it's not just the family and friends. There's quite a number of our domestic families have stayed on to watch.
Correct.
Which is fantastic.
And they'll be set for a great grand final too a little bit later on. And they bake, was it both from that line? So the margin is 33, and of course, the time keeps going. So 20 minutes straight, of course. And I think if I'm right, if my memory serves me correct, the last 2 minutes the time stops. So here's the 3 on the way. This has been Cardinals' fantastic game they've played so far. The Bulldogs are still in this game. If they could get a bit of a roll on now, they might have a chance. Oh, great pass in and bakes on there. And that's the way they do it there by Nuremberg, and the margin is back to 17. Now the Bulldogs need another stop.
And it looks like they've got it.
And they do. Here they come. Now they need to score. They really do need to score now. They lost it. And the Cardinals. Oh, and then they just turned it over here, the Cardinals. Now they're starting to rush things here, the Cardinals. Oh, and the Bulldogs just turned it over, trying to pass it back. And here comes the Cardinals up the court here. Here's a chance here. Here's a two on the way here for Adard. No good. Rebounded with a putback. No good. And the Bulldogs get another stop. Bulldogs just need to calm down here because in the game is 17 points, they can still claw that back in 5.5 minutes. We've seen that before in basketball terms. And I'm not sure where that pass went, but I must say, well, whoever he tried to pass to, he got it straight back. He couldn't make the shot though. And it goes back down the other end for the Cardinals. I've got a feeling Cardinals can get at least one more shot here and might be over. Here's the two on the way and banks it home there. And that is by Cross. So 54-35. The Bulldogs just cannot afford to rush things now. Here's a three. A loaded three, no good. And a foul's just been called.
Yeah.
Who's this against?
It'll be number 3.
So it's against the Cardinals. That's their 16th foul. The game is over. And it's 61-33 in that game. So it'd be interesting who the winner of that game is in that one. Here's the three on the way, no good. That's a way off. Cardinals has just turned over their backcourt. And I must say, Leonard Copeland not quite happy with that turnover because as a result is the basket get at the other end.
And Lennard's called a timeout.
And it's a good timeout because they sort of start to rush things now, the Cardinals, trying to keep themselves going, but it has cost them a couple of baskets. And at the moment, it's 54-37 at the moment. As Andrew, it'd be interesting what who won that last game because they won pretty easily. They won by 28, 61-33.
Yeah, they did indeed, and I did notice that one of the guys was poking his head round to see who was up and so on.
That was
so my guessing was the Panthers. So we'll probably have a Panthers Cardinals game.
Great grand final that will be.
Yeah.
And they've got one of their consistent players doing pretty well with the Panthers, haven't they? As you mentioned before, I think. Or was it the Cowboys?
No, there's a couple of Remo Simakevans.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah. I always mess him up. Sorry about that.
No, that's right.
Microphone. He's doing well. He's a local lad that grew up around Waverley, and of course plays with the Tigers. And
yep.
I believe he's actually signed a letter of intent already to go over the States.
Yep.
So he'll be the class of 2016, I think, or 15.
So the Bulldogs just Cardinals turned it over.
But also young Waverley player Hugh Baxter. Hugh Baxter's been doing extremely well, as has A.K. Kwani, another Waverley boy, and a few of the others. So I would suggest to you that it'll be a pretty good game.
As you can see the other team just in the background there, and I've got to feel that'll be the Cardinals' opponent. And unfortunately for the Cardinals, they just did a Cardinals sin by one play stepping over the line, so they'll get another free throw here, and they will make them pay for it. So the Bulldogs, unfortunately, they've got 2 minutes to go, so they're back to 15 points. The Cardinals now. Here's the two on the way, bakes it on there, great play there. And the margin is 17. Down the other end now. Great pass out. Here's the two on the way. Misses. And the rebound here by the Cardinals here by Adard. So Adard with it now. Drives it up. Bounce pass in board. Here's the three on the way. Misses that time by Dang. Rebound. Couldn't keep it in play though. Out it goes. So it looks like we are, as you mentioned, Andrew, it looks like we are set for a Panthers v Cardinals grand final. which will be played straight after this game, actually.
Yeah, we'll have a bit of a rest to let the guys recover.
Especially Cardinals, because they would have just come off a game. Of course, the Panthers had at least a 4-minute break here since the end of their game. Here's a 2 on the way, no good. And unfortunately for the Bulldogs, their Super League season comes to a close in one step further in the semi-finals. I must say, great effort for the Bulldogs. Of course, making it to the semi-finals, and the foul's just been called here. And at the line will be Matt Addard. So 17 fouls for both teams. It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to win it all tonight.
Yeah, and there'll be a bit of pride on the line here because it'll be Leonard Copeland coaching against Siddell Threat.
Ooh.
Of course, Leonard coaching Hume City Broncos in the
Correct. Big V.
Big V. And Siddell coming back into the coaching ranks in Big V with the Waverley Victorian Youth Championship.
The defending champs, the reigning champs.
Yep.
Good way to jump into a coaching role.
Yeah, very different team though. Very different team. So, thing about the youth league teams, with of course it's an under-23 competition, is that there's a good 3 there from
Bulldogs that time.
From the Bulldogs. Yeah. So the under-23 competition is quite fluid. You build up a squad of kids, and then of course they'll progress into the senior ranks or over to the states and college,
and unfortunately,
get poached by the AFL.
Yes, we've seen that already. Of course, Matt Petrarca, who used to be a bullying boomer of his days, is going to be an AFL player. As the Cardinals just front-rim that one, but that will do things here. So the Cardinals are through to the grand final. They will be facing the Panthers here in court number 1. And Andrew, we just saw a very critical play by the Cardinals today. 56-42 against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs season comes to an end. And Andrew, we're going to be set for a fantastic grand final.
We certainly will be. And we'll be back ever so shortly after we've had a bit of a break as well. And so,